Hi everyone, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig and I've got the most beautiful collection from our friends at 49 Market. This is the Elena Collection. There is so much to this, you guys. There's so much to show you, and we'll go in detail about this, but we have got Rub-On transfer set. We've got Ephemera Bits. We've got laser cut elements. This box is filled with repositional fabric tape or fabric washi tape. And we've got a 6x8 paper pack, and we've also got a 12x12, and they call these collection packs because there's more than just paper in them. So much to show you. We're going to make some pages, we're going to make some cards. Come back and play with us. All right, so this is the Art Options Elena 12x12 collection pack. So let's take a look at what's inside. Beautiful cutouts. Oh, look at this paper. So gorgeous. Beautiful, these flowers. It's awesome for a scrapbook page, collage page. Just beautiful. These peaches and teals and oranges. Look at that deep teal. This is just what I call the yummy factor. You just have to possess it. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to do with it yet, but I am going to buy this. This is not going to last long, you guys. I can tell you that right now. I would get in on that. Stop the video, go buy it. Don't just stick it in your cart and wait for the video. Go buy it now. You can watch this video after you buy it. All right, so now we've got the 6x8 collection, which is you get multiple sheets, 1, 2, 3, 4 of each sheet, okay? And these are pretty much the same sheets. I'm gonna try to skip some here, just in that smaller size. And so if you're a card maker, this is just a fantastic size to work with. Oh, I love all these. So some of the backs are a little bit different, I think. Some of them have double patterns on them. There we go. And then you've got your cutout sheet, which is also a little bit different. And then it's just an extra one. All right, so now let's look at the laser cut elements. I was just telling Paulette today, I just don't think anybody else does laser cut elements like 49 Market. They are so intricate and so beautiful. And they're so right on the money. They don't have a white edge on them. They're just cut perfectly. They're immaculate. We've got a great cutout sheet here, but then got these beautiful laser cut, and they just pop right out. Just beautiful. I love the stamps, the postage stamps, lots of borders. And then these are just those little like twine elements that you could put across the bottom edge of a photo, or you could wrap around a card. They're just so cool. And then look at these, just gorgeous. Look at that piece right here with the beautiful leaves. I just love it. Amazing. All right, and now we've got, this is the Ephemera Bits. There's 71 pieces in this one. What I love about the Ephemera Bits is you could just take this and just some like a card stock and just make tons of cards just with this alone. This is a must-have. So we've got all these little frames, and of course they don't waste any space. They've got these little die cut bits on here too. So another little focal there, some smaller ones, and then we've got little postcards, and then all of these little like tabs and tags, and then these are slide mounts, little frames that are like what you would do with the old slides. I'm glad to see those are coming back. Those are so cool. And then more little bits of ephemera. And then these pieces are just great to like glue over a whole card. And we're gonna show you one of those in a minute. And another frame. Oh my gosh, just so much fun to play with. All right, I'm gonna try to keep all this together till we make our card. All right, and then we've got rub-ons. Okay, so this one has got 6 sheets and they're all 6x8. It's got your little rub-on tool. And look at those. And they just work, you know, like that. and they're just gorgeous. I always encourage people to take their little scissors and cut apart the image instead of trying to take a little bit of it and then leave it on the sheet and rub it on. Oh man, I used to try to do that and it was just a mess. So yeah, go ahead and cut around it. Gorgeous. Look at that. So nice. We're gonna definitely use those as well. And then this is so cool. This is the fabric tape and it's got a really cool dispenser. Okay, so it's got this little element that you hook right here on the edge of the box. Well, wait. There we go. All right, so this is just one of those little slide cutty things, okay? And then what you do is you take your tapes, stretch them out a little bit, like that, and then put that right there. Okay, you can go ahead and close your box. You can then go like this, and it cuts it. Isn't that so cool? You don't have to close the box, but that is such a cool dispenser. I think that is so genius. And here's the thing, once all these are used up, why couldn't you fill this with all of your washi tapes, right? And just continue to use this. So I think it's a great tool just to keep in your stash. Look at this one, you guys. That is gorgeous. That is absolutely gorgeous. And look how much you get. Yeah, that is beautiful. All right. Let's make some projects here. Well, first I want to show you, for you scrapbookers out there, I always like to try to do a page when we do these collections. So I used the one that was the circle background, okay, the wreath. And for this one, I used some of the cutouts. They're right here. Okay, and I used this one and this one. I used all these flowers. And then I matted that with some teal cardstock. And then our solid cardstock that's like at the shore, and I'll link that down below, is a really nice match for these colors. It doesn't have the peach or the orange, but it has the greens and the teals and the tans, and it goes really nicely. So I first started by layering. The first piece that I glued down was this peach card right here. And then matted my 6x4 photo, okay, and then glued that a little offset. And then I put, what did I put here? Is this like, I'm trying to remember if it's a cutout. Oh yeah, this is what it is. Okay, you know how 49 Market does little bits of decoration on their cutaway strips? Well, on this one right here, it has this, so I just cut it off to make these 12x12 because you know they're a little bit larger. Use these on your pages, so that's what I did. I used that cutaway strip down here, great border. Then I used my cutouts of flowers and leaves and I glued and then foam taped. So I like layered those a little bit so there's some dimension. And then added my butterflies and then some little teal, this is teal and aqua ribbon set. And I just loved how the polka dots there, just picked that up. So this was a really easy page to put together. And for the cutouts, tiny scissors are a must-have. You know, you cut out a chunk of them, you sit and you watch your TV and you like, or listen to your podcast and you cut those out. And to cut all of these pieces out, I don't know, probably took me half an hour. Really, really beautiful. All right, so let's look at a card. So this is a little different card for me. This is, I took some 12x12 cardstock, and I took a whole strip of the 12x12 and I cut it to 5 inches wide. And here's why. There we go. Open that up. There we go. So we've got this great little fold out situation going on. So here is the 12x12 cardstock. It's scored at 6 inches. And I made it so that the border of that beautiful border is right there. Okay, so we're really taking advantage of that. So when you open that, it's kind of a, oh, that's beautiful. So I did that, and then I took, this is a 4 and, gosh, I measured it before, but it is a, took a piece of the orange kind of background cardstock, and that is 4.5 inches by 5 inches wide. And then I just cut a little V at one end, and then I scored the end of it so it's like 1/2 inch. So it would fold over. And then to cut out this top, I just cut this piece right here to 4 3/4 of an inch wide. And then I just aligned it with this. I put one piece over the other and traced that little border, that point, cut that out so it would match perfectly, and then just glued that on top of the orange. Don't forget to ink those edges. It makes a really big difference. So that's how that worked. And then I've got a piece right here of that fabric washi tape that's got that nice texture to it. And on the inside, I used Rub-Ons. And that is just, it's also got kind of a nice little texture to that. And then bang, right on top, have one of those little Ephemera Bit cute little butterflies. Oh, I forgot to show you something on the page. I just saw it sitting here on my desk. One of the elements that I used, these were the cutouts from the 12 by 12 pack. And I just took another little bit of that border that I was talking about here, and I folded that over and stapled that, put a little cutout butterfly and stuff. And so now you've got journaling spots. Okay, so just put those right in there. Sorry, I forgot to show you that. All right, so now we're gonna take, here's my little sheet protector. We're gonna actually take more elements. So you can see I've got my little washi tape all done there. And we're gonna build a card. All right, so these are all of the little ephemera bits that I showed you. Remember all of these pieces? That's what we're using here. So I'm doing a card using just the ephemera bits to begin with, and then we're gonna add, you know, some rub-ons, and we're gonna add a little bit of the fabric tape too. All right, so we're gonna make a 6.5 by 5 inch card. The first bit we're adding is one of those big card size ephemera bits. And I did ink the edges brown first. Glue here. We're gonna glue this down. And see, this piece right here is just taking this place of any paper that we need, because it just fits that beautifully. And then it has a little bits of the card peeking out, and I kind of like that. And then we're going to take this piece right here, once again, inked the edges with that Friar brown ink, and then we're just going to glue that kind of like offset a little bit. Go right like that. And then I'm going to take that piece of tape. For some reason I thought it would be faster to put it there. And we're going to put that right there. And we're going to trim that. Oops. And then I've got one of those great big like card focal pieces. I've already got some foam tape on the back of that. And if you haven't checked out our giant wheel of foam tape, it's 150 feet or 50 yards for about 20 bucks. And it is such a great deal, you guys. Get that in your toolbox. Debbie and I each have one at our desk, and boy, do we use it. I think we're going to do that right like that, kind of overlapping this part. And then I've got all these little fun bits here. Oh, rats, I was going to do, oh man, now I got to take this up. I was going to do the rub-ons. That's okay. Fortunately, foam tape's pretty forgiving. Okay, so we have our rub-ons here, and I wanted to put some kind of around here a little bit. I've already added a little bit, I forgot to mention, here on the background of that peach card. And see, this is what it looks like originally, and I've already added some, but I wanted to add some with you guys. So let's go ahead, cut this out. We're going to put some right up here. And if you've never used rub-ons before, they are just amazing. So we're going to have this card focal right here. So we don't want to waste a lot of our precious little rub-ons in the middle. So we're just going to be putting some along the edge up at the top here. And actually, I should have like cut that down a little bit, but it's okay. And I like to take, when I'm doing large areas like this, you can use this end or this end. You can use it like this or like this. And what we're looking for is for these pieces to sort of change color a little bit. When you look at them really closely in your close-up, you can see that they might look a little more ghosted, I guess, when they are ready to go. And then what you can do is you pull it up like that, and you're like, oh, I missed a spot. Okay, go back and do it. It's totally fixable. I missed a little dot there. That. Just like that. And then you just kind of burnish that a little bit. All right, now we're ready for a topper. Put that right there. And then we've got these little ephemera bits of like little tags for like, or tickets rather. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue on these. And what we're gonna do is just sort of tuck them right there. So they're kind of sticking out there. And then for our little greetings, we've got all good things and hello happy. And I thought those would be cute, sort of opposite this right up here. Actually, I should have switched this because I want my tall piece, my long piece up here. And then of course I got too much glue on there. There we go. All right, and then there's another little piece that we could add if you want to personalize that. You could put this little tab right up there, but I think I'm gonna leave that one off for now, and I'm gonna put, well, there is room. There's room, Lenny. I'm gonna put this right there. You could put the year on there. You could write somebody's name to personalize that. Going back to that ribbon set, don't forget to add the ribbon, y'all. We're gonna put that right there. I'm just gonna hold that for a second while that grips up there. So as you can see, you guys, beautiful just from using that ephemera set. Little bit of washi tape, fabric covered tape here. You can add the rub-ons or not, and it just all works together so beautifully. All right, I have one more card to show you, and this one is using the laser cut pieces. Okay, let me find my laser cut pieces. All right, so these are all these bits right here. Just gorgeous. So what I did with this was I started off with the 6x8 paper pad. So using this one, covered my 5 by 6.5 inch card, inked those edges, and this one has the pattern of the butterflies going down the right side of the paper, so I really wanted to feature that. And then this one has got this beautiful church window right here. I guess it's not a church window, it could be any kind of a window, but it's definitely an antique window. And for that, I backed that with some of the blue paper that's on the backs of these, and we're gonna put that on this side. There we go. And then I've got all of these beautiful laser cut flower pieces and leaves, which are they're just gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to take those and we're going to glue them up the left side of this window. And then down here. All right, and now we've got some pieces that we're going to foam tape right there. And right there. I went a little high with these. Let's bring these down. That's the great thing about glue, is that you have a little bit of time to manipulate things. And then we've got these little flowers that are just so precious. There. right up here. Okay, see where we're going with that. And now we've got this little tiny butterfly, and we can kind of put that right in there, kind of among those little flowers, just like that. And then we've got this die cut word, sweetest, which I just think is adorable. It's so delicate. And I'm just gonna just add little bits of glue to that, just quickly. And that's gonna just kind of go off the edge a little bit. And then I've got this Life is Good tag, and we're gonna put that right there. Just gonna slide that under there. Okay, there we go. Easy as can be. So you guys, we have a fantastic money saving deal, which is on the right hand side of our screen. And if you're joining us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, it's right over there on the right hand side, Money Saver. I would definitely take advantage of that. Okay, it's a really nice savings on the whole collection, and as you can see, the collection is just gorgeous, and I love that you can build on it and you can add things to it. It's really, really beautiful. If you're watching us on YouTube, just take a look at the link that's in the description box below this video, and that'll take you right to paperwishes.com, and you can find all these things that I just showed you, plus supply lists, everything you need. Hey, and as long as you're there, a thumbs up is really appreciated. It helps people find our channel. And hey, subscribe, because we do 4 to 5 of these videos a week, and we don't want you to miss a thing. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.